What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's been about 10 days since I did a video. I've been a little busy with work. Last week I traveled to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada for a criminal justice conference, and while I was out there I got to check out a few new breweries. So I went to Able Baker Brewing, Nevada Brew Works, Huddle, to H-U-D-L, Ellis Island Brewing, and Chicago Brew Works. So all in all, a pretty decent trip. Anytime you can knock out business, plus get a few beers in, is a good trip. Now, something else arrived on my doorstep while I was in Vegas, this giant box in front of you. If you maybe look at the comments on some of these videos, I have a viewer named Josh who is over in Thailand. He just recently got married to River, so congratulations to you guys, and asked if I would do a review on some Thai beers. Now, I used to be able to find them pretty easily here, and now all of a sudden, of course, once it's time to find it, they were nowhere to be found. So I went to the internet and figured I would find one somewhere. Now, I've had some beer subscription services in the past where I ordered beers on the internet, and to be fair, they generally weren't really good deals. I know I had the Colorado beer drop. I think I paid about 65 bucks for it, and you wound up getting, I think it was 12 beers, there were 6 different beers, 2 of each. It was about 65 bucks for essentially a 12-pack, and only 6 of them are new beers, so I don't know, it didn't seem like a great bargain for me. Anyway, I went looking and I found this place called Halftime Beverage out of Poughkeepsie, New York, and they offered $20 flat rate shipping on essentially this box. So you could fill this up with 24 different beers, and now obviously the price varies depending on what beers you pick, and you can get singles. I think on the low end, they were around maybe $2 and change. Up the high end, some are 10 bucks or so, right? But the flat rate 20 shipping really kind of lured me in. So the first thing that I thought when I opened this bad boy up was the packaging was awesome. Now, I know Anderson and I have talked in videos before about people that just ship them any old way. He has a friend who sends them to him in a FedEx box, just tosses them in there, and they show up just fine. I know with my luck that they'd all be broken and leaking and all that kind of stuff. So when I saw this, I thought it was pretty cool. So obviously this for the bigger cans and this for the bottles. I'll be saving this stuff for beer trades in the future, because that's some nice packaging. All right, let's shift this off to the side, and I'll show you what I got. Now, if you start counting the beers, I screwed up and only got 23. The shipping thing on this is a little weird. Like when you go to the website, you have to add the beer to your cart. Then once you add it to the cart, you have to select what you want, like a single bottle, can, 6-pack, 12-pack, whatever. And I think I screwed it up on the last beer, so I only got 23 of the beers in my case. Anyway, there's some neat stuff in here. So this one here up first, this is Alhambra Reserva, and this looks like this beer is from Spain. Pretty cool. Next up, Switchback Ale, and this is from brewed in Burlington, Vermont by Switchback Brewing. Never had that. I don't really see any Vermont beers here. Cisco Brewing, Whale's Tales, a pale ale. Say that 3 times fast. This one here is Cerveza Aguila Original. Again, never seen this one in my life. I'm trying to see if I can figure out where this one is from. Colombia. I don't think I've ever had a Colombian beer, so really excited to be able to try that. Parish Brewing. This is Canebrake Louisiana Wheat Ale. I know I saw Dave from Dave's TV recently did one of these Parish beers. I've never had one of those either, so cool pickup. Then we wore Every Time I Die. This is a lager, and this is from Thin Man Brewery out of Buffalo, New York. So I know we got some New York viewers out there. They're familiar with that one. This one looks like it's 11 degrees Czech style Pilsner. And this is from Thin Man once again. We also have Bananas Foster. And this says Ardwolf. This is from Jacksonville. It says Floridian for beer. Brewed and canned by Ardwolf Brewing in Jacksonville. All right, so let's move these guys to the back. We'll check out the next couple. Singha. Now here's the Thai beer. Like I mentioned earlier, Josh and River recently got married, asked me to do a Thai beer, so I finally got my hands on one, so the review on this will be coming shortly. Now this is an interesting one here. This crazy Stallion. Looks like there's a $1.25 price tag on this, like it's one of those big iced teas or something. But I think this is PBR, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find. Oh no, it says Hornell Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin, with special agreement by Latrobe. So Latrobe tells me that used to be Rolling Rock, right? And La Crosse was all kinds of other folks. I know the Mickey's Brewery used to be there back in the day, the Heilman Brewery. But Crazy Stallion. We also have this one, Broken Bow Brewery, Broken Heart Stout, brewed and canned in Tuckahoe, New York. This is Broken Bow Brewing. It's another international one, Famosa Lager Beer. And it says, Tradición y Orgullo de Guatemala. So Guatemalan beer. I think I've had one Guatemalan beer before. I think Aldi actually has a Guatemalan beer, of all things. Now, here's an OG beer for a nice WTF Wednesday. This is Ballantine Ale. I know this is an old school beer, and I don't think I've ever checked into one. I may have had one 30 years ago, but prior to Untapped and all those kinds of things. Next one up, Lake Placid Craft Brewing Company. This is Ubu Ale. Also have Resurgence Brewing Company, Sponge Candy Stout. Resurgence, where are these guys from? Buffalo, New York as well. Bellita Superior Cerveza. Let's see where this guy is from. Echo in Mexico. So we got a little Mexican beer here. Thought it's a sweet little bottle. Had to give that a try. Again, most of these were relatively cheap. I think I paid about $90 for the entire box, including shipping. I did get a 10% discount. So this is Jack's Abbey Craft Lager, Smoke and Dagger Black Lager. Jack's Abbey is out of Framingham, Mass. I think I've seen Ron from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools do some of these Jack's Abbey one before, but again, never see them in Ohio. So super hype about that pickup. Checkered Past Czech Style Lager, lagered and brewed by Chatham Brewing, Chatham, New York. Getting down to the last few. Super Soft, an IPA with no boil hops. Store cold, drink fresh. Sloop Brewing. These guys are out of Hampton, New Hampshire. Never even heard of that brewery, so thrilled to be able to try that. Now we have this one here, Velero. It says Auténtica de España, so I guess this is a Spanish beer. Also have this one here, Terra, which I believe is Australian. Let's see. Product of, nope, Seoul, South Korea. But it says up here at the top, Australian genuine malt. So I guess South Korean beer. Then Super Bock, Portuguese brew. I've never had this. I've seen it on the internet, but never had the chance to try it. And finally, one that I've been looking for about 2 years. Now, I've seen a lot of good reviews on this in the past. I haven't been able to find it, but luckily got it through the mail. I think it cost me about $3. So that's kind of some of the stuff that's been tying me up recently. The other thing that came into my life that has been eating up a lot of my time is a dog. So I got a new puppy, and I'll show you her if she'll come over here nicely. Let's see. Oh, this here is Miss Roxy Mayhem. She is a boxer puppy, and she'll probably be making her way into some videos at some point. Right now, she's just being naughty and running around and getting at stuff. So, thanks for watching the unboxing. I'll be happy to get into some of these beers as soon as I can. Hey, check you all in the next video. See you.